India's squad for the West Indies T20Is, it's a good mix of experience and youth. Coming out of this year's IPL success, there are a couple of names missing which have raised eyebrows, chiefly that of Rinku Singh, arguably the best finisher of the IPL 2023, who scored 474 runs for KKR at an average of almost 60 and a strike rate touching 150. The non-selection of the best number 6 of this year's IPL has left cricket fans surprised, for it was widely believed that the 25-year-old had done enough to earn a maiden call-up to India's T20I squad. The other name, which has caught many by surprise, is Ruturaj Gaikwad, who scored 590 runs at a strike rate of 147.50 for this year's IPL winners, Chennai Super Kings. The 26-year-old has played 90 T20Is for India since he made his debut a year ago, and he was part of the previous squad. What then could be the reason for Gaikwad being dropped? Two big names which I thought, Vedam, which I thought would be in that squad. One is Rinku Singh. Everybody has been talking about it. The only reason I can see is that Hardik Pandya just didn't like Rinku hitting those 5-6s against his team and said, you know what, I don't want him in the squad. But on a serious note, I mean, India, you look at this squad, there is only one recognized finisher in Hardik Pandya. Rinku Singh would have been perfect there.
You're absolutely right. I think we missed a trick there. He should have been part of the team because he is somebody who's shown a lot of potential, and the way he's handled various situations has been very, very impressive. And we don't know if he can take this to a higher level, if he can do it at the international level. And that's why he should have been thrown in, especially against the West Indies. There's nothing to lose against them. We should have gone with him and seen if he could have taken his, fearless hitting to the next level. Had he done that, then we would have really unearthed a very, very good finisher. Having said that, I'm okay with some of the batsmen they've chosen. But I find the presence of so many spinners very baffling. I think there are about 4 or 5 spinners there in the squad. Is it because the West Indies are poor against spin bowling? I really don't know. Because even if the West Indies are poor against spin bowling, this is not the way we need to play other T20 matches. Maybe there will be a place for 1 spinner or maximum 2 spinners. I don't see why they need 4 or 5 spinners in a squad and go along. Yeah, there's a team there for you. There are, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can see straight away 4 spinners over there. But people like Shubman Gill, if they come good, or Yashasvi Jaiswal, if they're able to step up, you will have an outstanding opening pair. And I think it's a good idea to give them maybe 4 games or 5 games, how many games they're going to play, including the practice games, so that they gel together and maybe get ready for tougher situations. But Rinku is a big surprise.
Jimmy, a lot of people also saying that instead of Tilak Verma, maybe Rinku Singh should have been given a chance. We've already spoken about how it's a strange one given how well he's performed. Do you agree? Because, of course, the roles are very different for what Tilak Verma brings to the team and what Rinku Singh brings to the team.
Exactly. And I think that is where the answer perhaps lies. Of course, like I mentioned yesterday, there's BCCI does not feel it necessary to explain squads. But again, Rinku Singh, you do have to feel bad for him because 474 runs, average 60, strike rate 150. But that was coming at number 6, and he was always going to be struggling because India's middle order comprises Hardik Pandya, there's Sanju Samson, there's options. Whereas with Virat Kohli not around, India are in need of a number 3, and Tilak Verma primarily bats 3 and sometimes 4. So I'm not surprised. Had the competition been somewhat tougher for a number 3, I don't think Tilak Verma would have perhaps gone in just purely on basis of the runs he scored. Rinku Singh was outstanding, but I don't believe that this squad is really indicative per se of where India's T20 World Cup squad is going to be 12 months from now. I believe during this transition phase, they're going to be chopping and changing because they need to figure out. And I feel that day is not far when Rinku, Jitesh Sharma, they get their call-ups. But yes, I don't think it's worth comparing. And I got a lot of comments on my own Twitter timeline and my YouTube channel saying why Tilak Verma over Rinku Singh. And even a blind man can see it because one guy bats 3, one guy bats 6. So yes, unfortunate, but there's no point comparing those two roles.